What is up, everybody, and welcome to Studio De Heffrey. Today, we answer a question from my guy, Bobby Buckets. He asked this on Twitter, and I love the question. I love the topic, and I want you guys to play along with me as well. The question before us today, Bobby asks, aside from Dak, who needs to ball out this year for us to make a deep playoff run? And I'll just leave that to you guys. Just start that with you guys, If you're a live viewer, I'll give people a few seconds to get in here before I go through it. And I got other Cowboy questions from you. Hi, Jacob. Hi, Antonio. Hi, Booty Nasty watching on Twitch, of course. Twitch.tv/Jeff Cavanaugh, YouTube.com/Jeff Cavanaugh, and on my Facebook page, which you should follow so I can turn on the money. I think you can do that. I don't know. Cowboy not named Dak, who has to ball out for the Cowboys to make a deep playoff run. Give me your answers. Ryan says, where you been? I've been doing some stuff. By the way, day 7, tobacco free. Day 7. Went to the doctor today. I'm having new therapist tryouts this week. I got 3 scheduled. But I also just took a trip that cost a ton of money. So if you want to super chat like tons of money so that I can pay for these therapists, just whatever works for you. Brandon, I was wondering when we'd get a video. Bless you, sir. I know. I knew I needed to. I got to ramp this thing up a little bit. We got camp around the corner. I will be at Cowboys training camp. I think I've talked David Hellman of Fox Sports into doing a video with me every day after practice so that we can get you guys hooked up. And I'm seeing a lot of people with the answer to the question today going with Zeke, which is interesting. I say interesting because I think you guys know my take on running backs. Like Pollard, by the metrics, actually measures really well. Really, really well. Like he should get the ball more. And Zeke doesn't grade great. But I'll at least concede that if you have a really efficient running game, yeah, that would be huge. That would be huge. D-Law from G Busy. That is not a bad answer either. CD from multiple people. Tony Pollard. My guy Formula in the super chat, baby. What river did you float? We were in Green, Texas. The Guadalupe? I don't remember. Party at Jeffson Pool Fund. What are your thoughts on Hellman leaving DC.com? All right, if you guys don't know David Hellman, David Hellman's one of my best friends in the world. He was at DallasCowboys.com for like 9 years. He is now going to be writing for Fox Sports. My thoughts on David Hellman leaving DallasCowboys.com are I am super effing proud and super effing pumped for my friend who deserved to get the bag, who deserved everything that he's going to get. He's earned every bit of it. He's one of the best on the planet at this. And he's got a YouTube channel now. The link's in, I think, my last video. I wish I had it ready for you now. But we'll be doing stuff together at training camp. I'm going to make him do some YouTube stuff. It's going to be great. Tyron Smith stays healthy. We go into the Super Bowl, baby. Tyler Smith, Tank, Micah, the OC, Neville, Osa, and Tolbert. 21 all day. Whoever ends up winning the left guard spot. Okay, now I'm going to make my case for my guy, and you guys can just punch me in the face. The Rokerich. It's got to be Micah. We ask a lot of him on D like we do Dak on offense. That is true. Jared, therapy is good. My answer is Kellen Moore. Appreciate you guys. Love you. Changing my answer to the O-line from Brandon. That's cheating. All right. I'm going to give you my answer. And a person on Twitter who I like and respect was the first person I think that I saw answer this at Cowboys Stats. If you're into the Cowboys, if you're into the analytics, Todd, sure hope Formula gets a Christmas card. I will send him a Christmas card. Kilgore too. Those are the MVPs of the channel. I love you guys. I love everybody that's here. I'm just going to throw this out. The Cowboy not named Dak Prescott, who's got a ball out, if you are going to be, I'll say, if you're going to be even better than you were last year. I can't name one offensive lineman. Because if the answer were Tyler Smith's better than Connor Williams, that would be awesome. But if Tyron Smith gets hurt, your line's still in trouble. If Tyler Biotish isn't better than he was, you're still in trouble. If Terrence Steele isn't as good or better than he was when he initially had to play, you're still in trouble. So, like, one offensive lineman can't change your offensive line. Micah Parsons is good enough that as a defensive lineman or defensive player, he can pass rush for the whole damn team. Like, he does a ton, but he's already going to do what he's going to do. I think Trayvon Diggs could be the answer, because if he doesn't come anywhere near replicating what he did last year, the way that turnovers work in the NFL, the Cowboys are going to regress. They are not going to, they're most likely not going to lead the league in forced turnovers again. So here's the case I'm going to make. The Cowboys last year, and every team every year, runs 3 wide receivers on the field most of the snaps, right? So CeeDee Lamb will be on the field just like he was last year. Michael Gallup, maybe he'll be on PUP and it'll be week 7. Maybe it'll be week 3, 5. Who knows, right? Michael Gallup, just like he was last year, will be on the field. Amari Cooper won't be on the field. Cedric Wilson won't be on the field. The guy who will be on the field is Jalen Tolbert. So it's interesting because people are saying, well, you're going to replace Amari Cooper with CeeDee Lamb, and that's not true. CeeDee Lamb will take the mantle of the other team will care most about where he is and trying to keep him from getting the ball. True. But the guy who's replacing Amari Cooper is the guy who's going to be on the field instead of Amari Cooper, and that's Jalen Tolbert. That is me making the case for a 3rd-round wide receiver being the guy who's got a ball out if you want your team to be better. You're going from CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Amari Cooper to CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup when he gets there, and Jalen Tolbert and James Washington. Somebody's got to fill that up. It ain't CeeDee. CeeDee's not going to go from 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns or whatever to 2,000 yards. Somebody's got to go get Amari Cooper's 900 yards. Somebody. And I'm not saying Tolbert's going to have 1,200 yards. It's very possible that Jalen Tolbert's going to have a 500, 600, 700, probably be really, really good. But he's going to get a bunch of opportunities if Michael Gallup's not ready to start the season, and he's not going to. You don't want to have a weak link at wide receiver in today's NFL. If they start the season and it's CeeDee and Tolbert and Washington, the pressure's on Jalen Tolbert and James Washington to play well. That's what I think. That's what I think. Biotish on O, LVE on D. Any Mavs talk? Go Jalen Brunson. Go get Kyrie Irving. Let's have some fun. Go get Kyrie. Okay, now let me go find y'all's other questions. Hold on, I'm on my Twitter. Cowboy questions. Jesus was just making fun of Joe Philbin. That's mean. Boss Man Fat going to touch the field this year, and should he? Yeah, he'll touch the field. It'll be interesting to see what happens at corner. That'll be one of the best position groups to watch in camp. Because with Kelvin Joseph, isn't it amazing how quick stories come and go in sports and how we just let them go? Like Deshaun Watson's the only one that has staying power, and that's just because there's new people involved every other day. But like Jerry's Fun Baby, that was here and then just gone. Kelvin Joseph's being in the car with somebody who murdered somebody, like it was like, yep, just happened. Yeah. Cops talked to him. He's at camp. He's at OTAs. Okay. So now I guess you just go back to regular life where Kelvin Joseph's a 2nd-round pick going into year 2. And I would imagine they want him to win a starting job. I would imagine. Mason, I'm taking lessons at the golf ranch. Say hi to my guy Daniel out there. That's who you're working with. He's the dad of a high school friend of mine. That's my guy. I don't think the Kyrie experience could be categorized as fun from Derek. That's fair. That's fair. Corner Corner's going to be interesting. Will he get suspended at all? I don't know. What's the NFL precedent for not being charged with a crime, but hanging out with in a car somebody who killed a guy? I don't know. If the Cowboys use Pollard more incorrectly, Tolbert and Washington only need 1,000 between them both. That's possible. That's possible. Problem with that is you may be talking about 5-6 weeks without Gallup. And if Tolbert and Washington combined, like the weeks until Gallup gets back, in theory, both of them are going to be on the field for at least 60, 70% of the snaps. If we get to the end of 17 weeks and 6 of those guys played that many snaps and their total is 1,000, boy, Dalton Schultz must have numbers. And CD, maybe Pollard. Giannis got a movie coming out. Yeah, I know. I saw that. It's going to be cool. How many 1,000-yard wide receivers do we have this season? I will say one. It'll be CeeDee Lamb, and he will have 1,400 yards, give or take. CeeDee's going to get targets unless the Cowboys and Dak are one of those teams where it's just like, no, I'm going to go all the time where the defense dictates that I go. And there's something to that a lot of the time in football. But if you've got a guy who is far and away your best player, you get him the damn ball. So, like CeeDee, if he plays 17 games, CeeDee will have 150 minimum targets. When you just look at third-round rookie, Dalton Schultz, Gallup missing time, CeeDee's going to get the ball. Mavs content, just listen to Skin. Ben and Skin Show, 2 to 5. 97 won the Eagle. I just listened to Skin. I listened to him talk about Jalen Brunson and signing trades and will he go to New York and Kyrie Irving and all the different things that the Mavs are going to do. But I will at some point. I'll do some Mavs. Who's going to come out of nowhere and surprise us? I hope Tyler Smith. Everybody's talking good about him from what they've been able to see, at the stuff we've been able to see so far. So, well, that doesn't count as out of nowhere, does it? It's a first-round pick. That's not out of nowhere. And Tolbert's not out of nowhere because I've talked about him enough. If Sam Williams is like a rookie starter and gets 8 or 9 sacks, to me, that would be coming out of nowhere to surprise us. Anybody else? Because like last year, you had great candidates for that, right? Jaron Curse, KZ and Hooker both played well. Greetings, Jeff. Hi, IndyCar Tim. Fowler. Yeah, Dante Fowler. That'd be a nice surprise if he turned out to be your starter and got 7 to 8, 9 sacks. That'd be nice. TJ Vasher or Simi Fihoko. I wouldn't be surprised if neither one of them is on the team. You get it. I think you got a hype train for one or both of them because no one was practicing. Everyone was hurt. Dak had to throw to somebody. Jabril Cox? Maybe. Kelvin Joseph? Year 2 Osa? Maybe. Those are the names I'll go with. What else do I got in here? What's the realistic compensation for a Tristan Hill trade? 0. I don't think you'd get anything for him. Who's going to have more sacks this year, Jordan Lewis or Anthony Brown? Jordan Lewis. Well, unless Kelvin Joseph's the starter and Anthony Brown's the starter and Jordan's not starting, whoever's lined up in the slot will have 3 sacks, give or take. Will the Cowboys struggle without Amari Cooper and is CD up to the challenge as the number 1? We'll see, and I believe yes. I think CD's really good. I'm not worried about CD. Who will be QB3? I think they'll only keep 2. Does Jalen Brunson potentially leaving Dallas have anything to do with the sun blinding them during day games at Jerry World? No. When will the new daughter become CEO of the Hot Dog Boys? Unknown. Oh, formula. Favorite player of the Dallas Cowboys currently and in the past. My favorite player currently is everybody's favorite player Parsons. Like he's even fun on social media. Is there a offensive line play is not sexy enough to say that. Zach's a stud, but Parsons is everybody's favorite player, right? CD could be in the mix. I tell you what, I love J-Ron Curse. Maybe he's in the mix. I don't know. Why would you pay Dalton when you could have Hooper for $6 million a year or Evan Ingram for $9 million a year? They're not going to pay Dalton. They just had a bunch of cap space and they decided to tag him so that they could have him play 1 year and then they could replace him with a 4th-round pick. At least that's what I think they're trying to do. I would be surprised if a long-term deal got done with Dalton Schultz. Micah is going to hurt people. Thanks, Tommy Buster. Hope so. That's the way it goes. Dorrance Armstrong will replace Gregory. I think that's the odds-on favorite. He got a little bit of money, but 2nd-round pick, Dante Fowler. I don't know. We'll see. Dalton needs to go or take a mediocre contract. No, they tagged him. He didn't do this. Yo, Jeff, don't discount the kicker, man. I miss Dan. We got a Texas Tech guy. Get your guns up. We all right? All right, I think I'm going to meet some people and go spend some more money that I don't have because of how much money I spent last week. And thanks for stopping by. I wanted to see you guys. I wanted to say hi and let you know that I love you. And let you know that my search for a new therapist, I already have 3 scheduled this week to try to find the right one. Anxiety's coming back to get me. So we go to therapy. That's what we do. All right, guys. Remember, happy hour at Laughlin's. Laughlin's is like 200 yards from me. But I'm going to Good Friend. Love you guys. And remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. You really don't. So be cool.